Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today I wanted to talk about Gutwhale. And Gutwhale is a very short yet sweet game. It costs $5, and I think it was even made in about a month or two, but it shows a ton of promise. It's a pretty small roguelite game that has very similar vibes to Downwell or Super Crate Box or even the new Exit the Gungeon. And the main gameplay is you are just one guy with one bullet, and you can fire it to the left of you, you can fire it to the right of you, and you can kind of jump and float in midair a little bit and fire it directly below you. The thing is, though, is you only get that one bullet. So in order to fire again, you literally have to go pick up your bullet. And this gives the game an extremely claustrophobic feeling to it, and it really is its own unique play style. And each enemy has different movement patterns, and once you kind of learn all of them, it's a little easy to predict, but that doesn't stop it from being hard. This game is pretty hard at first. You start at the top, and there's just a single enemy. So once you kill it, the floor drops, and you go down to a floor with 2 enemies, and you kill those enemies, you drop down to a floor with 3 enemies, kill all those, you drop down to the last floor, and there's 4 enemies. And if you lose health at all, you die and you come back, but you get a new bullet, so the bullet that you were using in that last life stays on the floor. So all of the bullets, along with all of the dead bodies and stuff, fall with you. So if you die once, the game technically gets a little bit easier for a little bit because you have an extra bullet to grab. You don't have to grab the exact bullet you fired. You could have a one that you still just had on the ground. And at the very bottom, there's like this frog that you can shoot your leftover bullets in, and once you do that 50 times, you get a special frog hat, and then beyond that, every time you shoot it, it just gives you more points. And so there's 4 different starting hats that do different things. One gives you only 1 life, but you get more points. One makes you jump higher, and that special frog hat, it turns all the enemies into frogs, but you only have 1 life, and so that's kind of interesting. And once you kill all 4 floors, you go through a shop, and you can either buy 1 heart, 1 bullet, a hat, or like a kind of all or nothing multiplier score. And so you can only buy 1 of them. And you get this money, pretty much their points, and you get it with the combo system. So if you keep catching the bullet before it hits the ground, after you kill an enemy, your combo keeps going higher and higher and higher. So you pretty much have to, in order to be able to afford those hats that I was talking about in the shop, you pretty much have to keep comboing, which in this claustrophobic game makes it even more claustrophobic, because if you're trying to catch the bullet, you're trying to also not get hit by all of the things that are trying to hit you, and it really keeps the game interesting. And you want those hats because it seems like there's only 2 hats, at least from the first part, and one of them gives you just a lot more extra health, and one of them gives you a decent amount extra health, but every time you fire a bullet, the bullet a lot of the times will come back to you. And once you clear all of those, floors, you go to the next one. There's a set of 4 floors, and then you go to the next one. There's a set of 4 floors, and once you clear that, you beat the game. There's not a boss fight or anything. I think that might be planned in the future, but as of right now, there's no boss fight. So it took me about 45 minutes to kind of get good enough, learn the attack patterns, and just learn how the game works in order to beat the game. And once you do that, it does unlock this like achievement room, and there's all these different achievements, and I found out that there's like a secret where if you go press this button, you can use the mouse to kind of move the achievement boxes and kind of start creating stairs. And so I don't want to spoil what's up there, and personally I haven't gotten all the achievements myself yet, still working towards that, but it does give itself a little bit more playtime, so maybe it extends that 45 minutes to an hour and a half or 2 hours, but still, it seems like once you kind of beat the game and do some of these achievements, that's really all there is in the game besides just trying to get the most high score you can. And overall, there's not a whole lot to talk about. This game is really, really fun. It just doesn't last that long. And it has a very unique, like I said, extremely claustrophobic type of gameplay. And I really, really, really would love to have this expanded on. And I know that the dev is, gonna, put some quality of life updates, fix some bugs, potentially make a little bit more content of this game. But honestly, I would recommend to just spend time making, for like a year or longer, and just make a full-fledged game, make a game that has hundreds of hours of content, because I could easily see this being one of the next big roguelite, games in the genre. just adding more characters or more hats to unlock, different endings, more secrets, just more content in general, I honestly think that this game could flourish. And on top of that, the art style is this cool little pixel art style. You're, kind of in the gut of a whale, I believe. And it has some banging music to go along with it. Obviously not a ton, but what it has in the game, it's a very awesome vibe and a very unique gameplay. And I just would love to see it expanded. The only suggestions I have is, besides making it a full-fledged game, is there would be a nice it'd be nice to be able to rebind your controls in the game, and there is a small glitch with just a visual thing with the Steam overlay in the achievement room, but other than that, game's solid, and it's $5. You can't expect there to be a ton of content, but the content that is there is really, really, really fun. So I would highly check it out if you just want something to play for a little bit. But if you've enjoyed this game, or just from watching it, let me know in the comments down below your guys' thoughts. I love talking with you guys. Additionally, if you have any suggestions for games you want me to review, let me know in the comments down below as well. And if you enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more content. New videos come out about twice a week. On top of that, if you just can't get enough of this, we have the Media Crash podcast, where last episode we were talking about the spy genre, so definitely check that out as well. And if you guys are having a great day today, I hope you continue having a great day. If you guys aren't having a great day, I hope you guys start having a great day. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. See you guys next time.